Creating mountains out of molehills has become, it seems, a favorite parental pastime. Dr. Latham cautions us now to keep things in perspective.
Recently, a mother called me in a panic. She was crying, distraught, and perplexed. Her 13-year-old son had gotten in a fight on the way home from school. Earlier in the day, he had been teasing a classmate, and by the end of school, that classmate was ready for revenge. After the boys left the school grounds, the fight began. The boy who had been doing the teasing, being stronger and bigger, had the advantage. Finally, in desperation, the other boy pulled a knife out of his pocket and brandished its longest blade menacingly. His assailant took off running, and he followed in hot pursuit. By the time the fray had ended, the one who had started it all with his teasing had sustained a superficial scratch from the other boy's knife. The mother who called me happened upon the scene of the fight just as it had ended, and as bad as the fight was, the mother's response, though well-intended, was worse. Recalling our phone conversation, it went like this. Mother, what happened, son? Son, he cut me with a knife, pointing accusingly at the other boy. Mother, let me see the cut. Oh, it's only a scratch. How did this start? Son, oh, I was teasing him today, and after school he attacked me with his knife. Mother, why were you teasing him? Son, I don't know. Mother, I'm going to call the police. We are going to go back to the school and get to the bottom of this. Back at the school, all hell broke loose. Accusations and denials began flying in all directions. The police arrived, and matters only got worse. Charges of assault were now compounded by teachers' complaints about the boy's poor performance in school. He behaved badly, and he didn't listen in class or get his work done. The floodgates of frustration with the boy's behavior were open, and before long, everyone was inundated in shouting, complaining, accusing, denying, blaming, and threatening. Once the mother and her boy got home, it erupted again. This time, the boy's older sister began tongue-lashing him. How is this going to make me look? Your rotten behavior is ruining my reputation as well as yours. You're a loser. You're a failure. Mother got a belt and began spanking the boy. The mother's brother, who happened to be at the home, began scolding the mother for being too harsh, though he too scolded the boy severely for always getting into trouble. By the time the mother called me, she was nearly hysterical. Though what the boy did to start it all, that is, teasing a classmate, was not appropriate, and though his victim's retaliation and striking back with a knife were also inappropriate and would certainly need to be addressed later, that whole mess could have been put to rest in less than 1 minute. The mother could have calmly said to the boy, after she had asked what happened and had learned of the knife scratch, "Son, I'm sorry you behaved badly at school and teased a classmate. How should you have behaved?" At that point, the scene would almost certainly have unfolded like this. Son, but Mommy was bugging me. Mother, perhaps he was. But that's beside the point. The point is, how should you behave? Son, oh, I should have left him alone. Mother, good answer, son. I believe an apology is in order. Time it. That took just about 30 seconds, and it was over. It's when parents make the fatal mistake of wanting to get to the bottom of things that the response to the inappropriate behavior becomes worse than the behavior in question. Since there is no bottom to such things, the conversation turns almost immediately to accusing, denying, labeling, punishing, scolding, and on and on and on, spilling over into every other questionable facet of the boy's life. Mountains out of molehills.